Hello, it's me, Frank. I'm back. Welcome to this edition of Theme Park Thursday Live with Dillo's Dish. I would like to take the following opportunity to thank our friend Steffers for filling in with co-hosting duties last week on Theme Park Thursday Live. If you haven't watched it, check it out in the archives. She happily filled in for me. And now I will pose this challenge. The first time that Jen is not available, you have to step up and co-host with me, Steffers. What do you say?
Who says I'm not going to be available?
I mean, you might not be someday. I'm not saying like next week.
I show up all the time. I'm here all the time for the people.
There's going to be a day. There's going to be a day. There's going to be a time.
There's going to be a day.
There's going to be a time. Should we do the thing? Let's do the thing.
We should do the thing. Let's just do it.
Live from New York.
Oh, you just got so loud. You just ruined everyone's eardrums.
Live from New York, it's
Theme Park Thursday Live.
It's Theme Park Thursday Live with Dillo's Diz. Featuring Frank. And Jen.
I'm out of practice on the intro. I was never good at the intro, but at least I got the video right this time, but I just messed up the Live from New York portion this time. Hello, I'm here. I'm back.
You're back. Where have you been?
Well, last week I was traveling north, and we left in a reasonable amount of time to make it for Theme Park Thursday Live. And then, everyone is back out vacationing on long weekends. The pandemic, it's over, everyone. It's over.
Everyone's back out on the road. Traffic has returned to its normal madness here in New York.
To be fair, I think there's also something to be said of the irony of it all, whereas I'm not ready to face everyone. I was just in Disney last week. Now I'm here.
Yeah. You probably made that a reality, didn't you?
Yeah. So, and I've just set up all my equipment for the first time because we recorded our Theme Park Thursday episode with Heist von Winkelhoff last week. So I hadn't connected anything properly yet. And I mean, when do I ever? But that is part of it on the post show. And maybe we'll talk a little bit about the Heist episode, a little bit more. The post show, of course, is over at dillosdizresort.com, which happens at 8:30 p.m. This is the wildest 30 minutes in the wilderness. 3 topics determined the order by you. The order determined by you. P.S. She is Jen.
Oh, hi.
And I am Frank. So we got the 3 topics. We also have, and God, I got to remember to do this before we log off, is to select the winner of the beverage holders.
Drum roll, please. That'll be happening at the end of the show, so stick with us for 30 minutes. Well, 26.
It is the biggest roulette wheel I've ever created on an app in my life.
It kind of hurt my eyes a little bit. It hurt my eyes when I saw the screenshot.
So that's where we are. We're going to jump right in. We got 3 topics, of course. The chat is lively. Who's in the chat, Jen, while I get this ready?
Sure. Hello to Lee, Dr. Val, Lewis, Jeffers, Skipper Bob, Theme Park Rob, Steffers, Nate. Who am I missing?
Reveal yourselves at this time.
Hello to everyone that's here, maybe watching secretly as well. Hello, we see you.
June is busting out all over, and June, of course, is Pride Month. So Disney is celebrating Pride Month in the parks. So we have that as topic number 1. Topic number 2, to boo-hoo or boo-bash. I guess to boo-hoo is also, we could boo-bash or boo-bash.
Yeah, I guess. Right.
So it could have been to
bash
boo-bash
the boo.
Or to boo-bash.
Sure.
Bash the boo. One of those things. And topic number 3, Avengers Assemble. The big opening happened in Disneyland. They had the little celebration thing. Lots of stars, lots of walk around characters to be had. So we'll focus on that. I pulled up an article from Vulture that focused on something in particular that I want to maybe present to the chat. So those are the 3 topics: Avengers Assemble, Taboohoo or Boo Bash, celebrating Pride Month. Chat, take your picks.
Did you, while they're picking, did you catch the previous 2 episodes of Theme Park Thursday Live, or because you're not a part of them, you didn't watch?
Well, I was there for one of them. I was in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, by God.
Well, I mean, you weren't paying attention, really.
Let me tell you something. It was as if, I don't know if they decide to do this when the parks close. The sound effect for every single starship played at the same time between 8 o'clock and 8:05 that I legit couldn't hear anything.
Hello to Heis.
Sorry. Heis, what's going on,
What's up, Heis?
Heis's episode today.
Oh my goodness.
So good.
We're still not over it.
Yeah, we're still not over it. So make sure you check it out on all your podcatchers. But what is the so I watched that one. I watched last week's. As Tosh Steffers was talking about her Universal trip, which starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
She's getting a tattoo.
Yes.
That's what I recall.
Correct. All right. Well, you took some notes there. Did you see how creative I was with the news topic headlines? I got creative.
I have to say, you put a little something. You busted out your PR.
I sure did.
College education and
my Bachelor of Fine Arts, my BFA in PR.
All right, where are we? Yeah, thank you, Heis. Let's all give this live stream.
Yeah. It's 2 a.m. Well, you have 1 hour left, right, Heis, until you go to sleep. So we're good still.
This is the same hour
Lee, I think you have met your match when it comes to Heis, because you 2 are the people that stay up the latest out of anyone I know, I think. So over 21 at least, I would say.
All right, so I see 1, 2, 3. I see 3, 2, 1. I see 1, 2, 3. I see 1, 3, 2. Oh my goodness, so much going on. So let's go 1, 3, 2 tonight. 1, 3, 2. Because I think 2 will get some. It'll be a good way to end up on. So celebrating Pride Month.
Yes.
Over on Disney parks, there's a lot going on. In the Disney parks, they got magic shots that have rainbows. They're offering a lot of merchandise. They got at Walt Disney World, share your pride with your family and friends with unique offerings like Pride Photo Pass experiences. Plus, retailers at Disney Springs are celebrating the month with exclusive collections that benefit and support various LGBTQ plus nonprofits and organizations. So I want to point out, I think this is I just really like to see Pride Month visually presented this way. I think it's, there are various themes for months. I don't want to get into the weeds too much about it. Yeah. But I feel like with Pride Month, it really makes everyone take notice because of the visual aspect. Right. I'm trying to say that without it being misinterpreted, but I think Disney in particular does a great job, and this goes, way back to Gay Days and the trips that you would often see in June at the Disney parks, and it's an interesting time because for me personally, because I'm now part of a DEIA committee advisory board at my place of employment, and so I have always personally I played baseball growing up. I've tried to have work or supervise on a level playing field, right? Yep. And thinking I want team player growing up, all the players should be treated equally, even though coaches would say that would never be the case. It was always like, no, this is my goal. I want to treat everyone equally. But I am now learning, this is deeper than I thought I was going to get right here, that, it's not just about treating equally. It's allowing everyone to be heard and allowing everyone to be comfortable in their own identity, what have you. So I feel like these last 12 months in particular has kind of been me, rewiring my brain a little bit, where I thought, no, I've had very diverse staffs. I've worked in very diverse staffs across the board. And, now I feel like I really take note of just how everyone is communicating, how all groups are communicating, and how all groups wish to be heard, and how all groups need to feel comfortable. So it's not just about what I'm giving as much as I always say, trust is given, not earned. It's also about, about making sure I'm hearing what's coming towards me.
Yes.
And not just being like, here, do. So I'm just going to say that out loud. So it comes up in particular for me now with Pride Month because the visual is so there.
Yeah. Well, and I think, and the big saying that you will hear is love is love. And it's not even like about who you love. It's more love, less hate. And I think Disney's great about that because that's what Disney is. Disney is a place you go and you don't think about the hate of anything anywhere. So you're thinking of everything. And I love the inclusivity of Disney. And, of course there are haters out there. And of course, there are those nasty comments you see on the stories. But I think overall, like, love wins. So, we're just going to go with that. But yeah.
Yeah, inclusion becoming one of the 5 keys of for cast members. Obviously that's been brought up in the forefront here the last couple of months with the changes to the Disney look and everything else. And so I guess my point here of seeing the Disney Parks blog with Pride Month is like, let's see how else we can present other groups in similar fashions going forward.
Yes.
I just want to see more of it. I just want to see more in how this inclusivity is expanding and growing.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
In all the parks, just not in all Disney World, everywhere, around the world, all the companies, all the things.
Do it.
Let's go to number 3. Topic 3, Avengers Assemble. This is from Vulture about the opening, and it said it was a heroic effort of brand synergy. That is the headline. But in particular, if I can read this paragraph and maybe we can jump in a little bit. Disney's California Adventure is the intellectual property park of the Disneyland Resort. If things don't quite mesh with Walt's original vision, they got smushed in there. But what made the Avengers Campus opening ceremony remarkable was the way it tried to Waltify the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The ceremony started with a pre-roll that intercut title cards of Walt Disney's opening day speech at Disneyland and his famous assertion that Disneyland will never be completed, and that with footage of John Slattery as Howard Stark, thus linking the 2 mustachioed industrialists with the power of movie magic. Marvel studio heads echoed Walt saying that Avengers Campus will never be complete, but where Walt was speaking of always tinkering with the Disneyland, Marvel was pointing out a branding strategy. You can literally watch one of our shows on Disney Plus. Perhaps next time you come to Avengers Campus, you'll see something from that show right here in California Adventure. That's the Disney way, a flattening of history and of culture that makes every idea into a movie, a show, a crossover event, a ride, a food, and a backpack by Loungefly. That's the end of the article. So I think this is ripe for discussion because people don't force Marvel onto me and this isn't Disneyland and this is change. And especially when it comes to the Disneyland park proper, because it's the baby and it's the firstborn. And this is interesting to me in some ways. And some people point out on Twitter as, the expansion and of how maybe they went a little wrong with Galaxy's Edge by making it very specific, which we've talked about for 2 years now plus. And the campus can expand and adapt to the times. So to that, is Avengers Campus better for the long term than Star Wars Galaxy's Edge?
Well, see, and kind of to that point, not the one I was going to first. Lewis, I was really annoyed by the Avengers Campus, Black Widow, and New Cap in the same areas. Right. So, like, this is kind of the argument for Galaxy's Edge, too, of like, well, which movies and when is this and what should be where and all of that. So, I think, you can probably make a similar argument. Dr. Val saying Disneyland gets all the cool guests for openings. Very true. And yeah, there's less humidity. And to that point, Dr. Val, did everyone see Paul Rudd in the pink suit? That has gotten a lot of press. Paul Rudd in his pink suit, looking 20, like he always does. That Paul Rudd who ages backwards and not. Oh my goodness. Anyway, also Adam's here. So
yeah,
I think this is the first time I think we've ever seen Adam on Theme Park Thursday.
I figured he thought it was Wednesday every week, and that's why he hasn't been here. Well, okay. And I think a couple of weeks back, it was there was rumors circulating. I think it was when there was rumors that Daisy Ridley was being spoken to about returning to the Star Wars universe, and that immediately prompted like the Mandalorian season 3 is going to time jump. Yeah. Boba Fett's going to stay in the current Mandalorian timeline, and they're going to jump ahead to Rey's time, and then you're going to start to see, and like you can't really say how old Mando is to say he still won't be around under this suit of armor,
right?
I think it would be a stretch, and I think it would cause a lot of issues from Star Wars fans, but. Yeah, can we talk about the did you see the animatronic, Jen?
I did.
What did you think of the web slinging?
It's kind of insane. It's all, but I don't know. It's like something I feel like I would have to see in person. I don't know. And I need to sit down and I just need to watch all the movies so I can appreciate it all more. I mean, that's really the bottom line of it, isn't it?
Yeah, there's part of me that thought again, the video ruining everything. I thought the barges in person worse than video. But the animatronic Spider-Man, I'm hoping looks better in person than I thought it looked on the video, where maybe I thought they just boosted a mannequin and put one of these over the shoulder. So that's not fair. I shouldn't say that. They worked very hard on an animatronic, and it's awesome. But there was also a little part of me that was like, that was a big launch. That was a big launch to get.
Yeah.
So
I'm catching up on comments.
Yeah, comments are being kept. Stepher, can I go back to Stepher's comment for a second? Amazing. Stepher's, until you've experienced web slingers in person, how can you say Amazing Spider-Man?
Right.
It's at Islands of Adventure. I'm going to be there tomorrow, and I'm never going to co-host with Frank because he scares me.
Whoa, Stepher's, you hear all this? This is
issuing the challenge left and right.
Stirring the pot, Stuffers, taking the bait.
All right, you know what? Before we get to the final topic, Jen, while you're reading the comments, I'm going to do the giveaway right now, here.
Why?
Right now. I'm jumping. What? Why?
Why? People wait till the end.
Because no, you want me to wait to the end?
I think you should wait till the end.
Happy 3rd anniversary coming up, Tom and Michelle.
Really?
And let us know how Avengers Camp is and you're going to be there. It's going to happen.
You guys come in at the perfect time. Every time we're talking about Disneyland, Tom and Michelle just like appear. What is that?
They got the
radar? Yeah, I think
so. You don't want me to do it right now. You don't want me to.
No. Wait till the end, like we said. Let's do here. All right, Stuffers.
Oh. Well, you can go from tomorrow
you don't
until
want me here.
Monday.
Cool. Okay.
Topic number 3, the final topic, is actually topic number 2, to boo-hoo or boo-bash.
Yeah.
And we're going to our friends, Crystal and Bryson, over at fortheloveofthemouse.com. We all saw the news earlier this week. The event will take place on 23 select nights beginning August 10th, which is, next week? And the last
Basically.
event will be on Halloween night itself, October 31st, 9 p.m. to midnight. 3 hours. And like extra ticketed events in the past, a traditional park ticket will not gain you entry. Guests with these special tickets, but not a park ticket for that day, can gain entries in Magic Kingdom at 7 p.m., 2 hours before the party starts. So 7 to midnight. You get the special cavalcades. You get some of your favorite friends lurking about. But will there be photo ops directly in contact with them by then? We know not. There will be complimentary snacks. The lower crowns, your favorite attractions are open. Seven Dwarfs, always the best.
20
Dwarfs.
attractions are
20
open.
Attractions. All right, I'll make note of that. And then the photo pass with the magical and spooky shots throughout the night. That's from fortheloveofthemouse.com. Check them out. Follow them everywhere. We love Crystal and Bryson.
Yes. Can you remind me of the pricing, please?
Oh, the pricing.
Yeah.
Oh, in August and September, it is $129. And then I believe it goes up to $159 to $169 for October, and then $199 on Halloween night itself.
I did not do my proper research, and I should have. Does anyone know in recent years how much were these tickets? Because I don't know. We almost went.
Well, let's be fair.
3 years ago.
Let's start here. So the thing that people freaked out at first and said,
Yes.
how can this be? It's comparable to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, when it's not Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It is the Boo Bash.
Right.
So that's number one. And then there's another side that says, hey, the Villains After Party is the same pricing as the Boo Bash. So that's where the camps are divided here in this Twitter land. It's not we're on YouTube, but in this Twitter land.
Okay.
There is divide for
All
these
right.
two things. So I think the pricing for Not So Scary is a little less, but the Villains After Party is comparable. And the question you got to ask yourself is, and if we're just talking about let's say October,
Yeah.
159, $160 tax, go up to 180. Is it worth $60 an hour to hit all your favorite rides during this time? That's it. Like, is it worth it to me to spend $60 an hour just to hit everything? Boom, 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 boom. Maybe go on things as many times as you can, like Lewis. He can go on, 7 Dwarfs 10 times in a row or whatever, and be done with it. What I challenge is, what are the parks really looking like in the fall, even if it's available to full capacity?
Right. Yeah. And this is a good point. This is why I'm bringing this up for Lewis, because if there are still no annual passes and people are still paying for these tickets day to day, week to week, whatever it is a lot different when you have an annual pass and you can make up those days and feel like, oh, well, now this isn't so bad because but as you're paying trip per trip or whatever it is, it seems a little pricier. So I totally get that. The pricing, it was around $75. Oh, that's a little bit more. Are you muted?
Is a lot of construction going on in my building, so I'm trying to mute where I can. Yeah, I mean, but that's it for me. If I can still hit the parks the same way as I did 2 weeks ago, where I just ran around the Magic Kingdom all day long, because kids are back in school full time in the fall. Everyone can take a breather at home.
Yeah.
And do I really know how busy the parks will be during that time? And that's really where a decision comes for me, more than the pricing. It comes from, am I getting a bonus by having the capacity be what it is?
Yeah. And this, again, Lewis, where is your point I'm trying to make here? Yes, this is also true. Am I going anywhere else in the world and going $400 for a hotel room? Sign me up. No, but is the boardwalk $400? Wow, what a deal. Let me go there. So of course it's all relative, and it's all what you're willing to pay.
It's all relative.
All relative. I was just wondering the difference. Steffers paid $113 last year. For Mickey's Not So Scary.
So again, it's probably the curve from early to, it's probably in that 75 to 120 range.
Right.
If I had to guess. So, I mean, I think that's, people are going to freak out over freaking out, but and I get it. I think people expected, because it wasn't being called Not So Scary Halloween Party, that meant a reduced rate. And this is Disney. They need to make money. It was a pandemic. And it's Disney.
Yeah.
And it's Disney.
Yeah. And I think the characters play into it too. And we've talked about, the pros and cons of how the characters are now versus what they normally are. But for something like this, it was a big deal when you could go to Mickey's Not So Scary and see Jack Skellington and take a picture with him, because you could never really do that. So it was like, ooh, that's huge. I love that movie. I need the pictures with those characters. That's awesome. So it's all those little things too of what is going to be available by then, what, how much is going to be available, are things that are closed opening again, are, whatever it is capacity even crazier by then than it is now. It's also by October, you're into the celebratory months beginning. And so there's just, there's a lot to
I mean, that's my big thing. I think even if it's wide open, let's say all the All-Stars are open by then, more things are open.
Yeah.
Are they really being filled? Because there's economics to talk about for people. There's the school, the education, people being in school, I think is a thing too. And maybe on the weekends it pops a little bit because people fly in for the weekends or whatever. But during the week, I think you're still going to see if I'm going to put on my prediction hat, I would expect to see similar crowds to what you're seeing right now during the week.
Because you feel like with kids being out of school this year and probably back in next year, then parents will be like, you stay here now. We're not pulling you out for a week.
Yeah, 100%. I think at least, in the overall.
And the fireworks too. Sorry. The fireworks too. Those were always huge during all these parties. All the special fireworks are always a biggie. So it's like, are they bringing that back? I have seen rumors that fireworks are coming back mid-July. There is no official statement on that. But I'm surprised they haven't announced like a big 4th of July, kickoff to fireworks again. But
4th of July, yikes.
I know.
4th of July and New Year's Eve. That's all there is. All right. We got 4 minutes left. The beverage holders.
Yes.
We posted it on Instagram. We had it all over the place. There was many ways to enter. Our friend Sabra entered many times. Every way you could enter, she entered. So now I got my roulette wheel. There's a lot of skinny lines here. So it is now time to select the winner of the beverage holder. This will be in the mail to you tomorrow once I contact you and get an address. I'm hoping I can read my shorthand for some of these names because the Instagram names, I'm like,
right.
So, I wrote it very, very fast like I do. Here we go. Get ready. Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. Is that a good drum roll sound?
And the winner, I know they're on Instagram, so I'm going to have to track them down, is Disney Dream UK.
Oh, yay! Disney Dream UK.
You might be sleeping already, unless Lee knows you and can give you a call and wake you up right now. Disney Dream UK is the winner. We'll be in touch. We'll get your address. I'm happy to send the international postage. And that will get that out to you as soon as possible. I think I'm thinking of another giveaway next week. So
whoa, look at you with the giveaways.
The wheels are turning.
Oh, all right. So
it
is too late to enter. Sorry, Lewis.
Val entered on your behalf, I believe. There are 2 beverage holders. So it is Disney Dream UK. Is that you, Lee? It's not you. Do you have 2 Instagram accounts? Do you know them? Can you call them right now?
Is that your neighbor, Lee?
All right, so we're going to head over to DillosDizResort.com. That is where our post show takes place. It's our Patreon page. We've got memberships starting at $1, $5, $10 per month. Of course, you can follow at DillosDiz on the Twitter, on the Instas, and on the TikTok. You can like us on Facebook, too. I always neglect the Facebook. You and Steffers gave me grief about neglecting the Facebooks last week. See, I watched.
You did. You did indeed.
I watched it, Steffers.
Lee, is this honestly your other half?
What?
Is that true?
Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Wake her up. Wake her up.
Don't wake her up.
Wake her up. The show's almost over.
Or are you joking? Because I'm unbelieving you, Lee. So I'm being gullible, or that's amazing. Okay.
Hey, guess what? Tomorrow night we're right back here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next meeting of the Forever 44 Fedora Club. It's been a while, so we get together. Landon should be here. Nate should be here. Justin should be here. Our friend Charles should be here. Judge Jen, of course, presiding over all. We'll be talking about Raiders of the Lost Ark. And that means we're going to talk about the world of the Indiana Jones universe, the world of his play. And we'll talk about Indy's place in Disney attractions. That's tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. on Friday, June the 4th. Of course, you can send us anything you want. Dillo's Diz. That's a loaded thing. Dillo's Diz, 55 Gerard Street, number 987, Huntington, New York, 11743. Jen, you have something to say there before we go?
No, we'll probably have to talk about there needs to be clarification on whether it is Disney Dreamer UK or Disney Dream UK. Apparently,
There's both.
those both. I don't see Disney Dream UK though.
All right.
Hi,
I'll take a
Michael.
look.
Welcome.
We'll clarify. Like I said, I shorthanded a lot of these names so to get them in the roulette wheel spots. So we will follow up. I will check out the Instas and make sure everything's on the up and up. We need a little controversy here at the end of Theme Park Thursday.
But can
Live.
you imagine if now 2 of our giveaways have been to the other halves?
That's right.
of our
That's true.
little group here.
It's a fix. A
Yeah,
fix is in.
exactly.
All right. We'll see you over
funny.
at DillosDizResort.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, she's Jen. I'm Frank. Bye-bye.
Deuces.